Stillwater Bay had one radio station, KNRB 104.7, the Bay's best hits. It played soft rock, weather updates, and lost dog reports. The kind of station you forget is even on until the power goes out. Eli worked the overnight shift, 2 a.m. to 6. Most nights, no calls, no visitors, just him, the hum of the equipment, and the red on-air lights staring back. He liked the job. He liked being invisible. That is, until the night the broadcast changed itself. It started small, a flicker on the monitor, a blip in the soundboard. He thought it was interference, and then the signal stabilized, and a new frequency lit up his receiver, 107.9. That wasn't one of theirs. No station used it. He turned the dial. A woman's voice came through, calm, steady, and too close to the mic. "Good evening, Stillwater Bay. If you're awake, you're exactly who you've been waiting for." Eli froze. No intro music, no commercials, no call sign. The voice continued. "This is the last broadcast. We'll be live until everyone's tuned in." Then the sound cut out. He checked the meters, nothing transmitting. He switched bands, checked cables, nothing. And yet, through the headset, he heard faint breathing. He pulled the cans off and stared at them like they might explain themselves. They didn't. He recorded the signal that night, labeled it Unknown 107.9. When he played it back the next morning, the voice wasn't there anymore, just static. Except buried in the noise, he could hear something else. A whisper saying his name. He laughed it off, told himself he was sleep deprived. But that night, when he clocked in, the phone rang. The studio phone never rang. He answered. "KNRB, Eli speaking." A pause. Then a voice. The same woman from the broadcast said, "You're late." Click. Over the next few nights, the town started hearing it too. Listeners called the police, claiming the regular station was cutting in and out, replaced by the same soft-spoken woman. "Do not look outside after midnight. Keep your windows closed. If you see the red light, don't answer it." Each night, a new warning. Each one stranger than the last. Eli begged his manager to check the transmitter. They did, and it was fine. No external signals, no interference. By night 5, the police got involved. They said it was a prank. But when they tried tracing the signal, it was coming from inside the KNRB tower, from the emergency broadcast line that hadn't been used in 20 years. At 12:03 a.m. on Thursday, Stillwater Bay lost power for exactly 3 minutes. When the lights came back, every radio, car, house, handheld was tuned to 107.9. The woman's voice filled the town. "We are almost ready. Please stay inside. Do not come to the station." Eli was already there. He ran to the window, and what he saw made him stumble back. The tower outside the building, the old, rusted antenna, was glowing red from top to bottom, pulsing like a heartbeat. And down below it, dozens of silhouettes stood in the field, facing upward, motionless. He grabbed his phone. No signal. The landline was dead too. He turned back to the board. Every switch had flipped on by itself. The mic light glowed red, and then the voice came through again. Only now it wasn't just the woman. There were others whispering underneath her words. Hundreds of overlapping voices, breathing in sync. Thank you for keeping them awake, Eli. He yanked off his headset, but the sound wasn't coming from the radio anymore. It was coming from the walls. He ran outside. The night air was thick and heavy, smelling like rain and metal. The people under the tower were still standing, not moving, not talking, their faces turned toward the blinking light above them. Then, one by one, they began to hum, low, droning, the same note, perfectly in tune. The tower's pulse matched their hum. Eli shouted for them to stop, but his voice vanished under the sound. The ground vibrated. The light from the tower stretched down, touching the crowd, spreading across their skin like veins. He backed away, and when he looked up at the tower's control room, the small glass box near the top, he saw her. The woman from the broadcast. Only she wasn't speaking into a mic. She was staring directly at him and smiling. The next morning, KNRB was off the air. No one could reach the staff. When the police entered the building, every piece of equipment was fried. Melted wires, burnt screens, except one recorder in the booth. It was still running. They played it. The tape started with static, then Eli's voice, frantic. You can hear him breathing hard, whispering, "They're outside. I can't shut it off." Then a woman answers, calm and close. "It's okay. You're one of us now." There's a short scream, a burst of white noise, and then silence. At the very end, a new voice, softer, slower, says, "This has been the last broadcast. Stay tuned." Stillwater Bay went dark for 2 days after that. When the power came back, the tower was gone. Not broken, gone. All that remained was a circular patch of scorched earth, perfectly smooth, like something had pressed down from the sky. Eli Grant and 9 residents were never found. Their names still show up on old payrolls and phone records, but no trace of them exists. The FCC investigated the signal. They said it didn't come from any known transmitter or satellite, or even within the atmosphere. They blamed hackers. The locals blamed the hollow sea lights. Nobody could prove either. A year later, KNRB was replaced by a new station, 104.8, The Bay Voice. Every so often, late at night, listeners report a strange glitch, a flicker, a whisper, a voice slipping through between songs. It always says the same thing. If you are awake, we're alive. Well, if you enjoyed that story, don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in for another. Thank you. If you've made it this far, you're one of us now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Until the next night and the next story.